Hi, this is Ashley with Right By Me, and today we're doing something very different. I have a 2-pound brick of air dry clay. I have worked with normal clay, like sculptor's clay before. I've never worked with air dry clay before, and I saw a couple of things where I might be able to put them into molds and, like, you know, pack it down and trim it off and then demold it and let it air dry and use that as embellishments for my journals. As I stated in a previous video, I do still make resin pieces with my molds, but I haven't recently, and I used to put them on, I'd cast them, I'd paint them, and then I would put them on my journal covers. I also use those resin molds for a different type of journal that I make. I also make covers for like sketchbooks and watercolor books and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see how this holds up. I know air dry clay is not nearly as strong as 2-part cast resin. But I'm hoping that it's durable enough that it can still be used. And if it can't be used for these journals, then I'll find a different use for it, because I'm not going to waste what I bought. So I have this brick. It is not in English at all. It's in Italian. I know it is air dry clay. And so we're just going to figure this out together and go from there. So that's what we're doing today, or at least for part of the day. I don't know how long this is going to take to do. I mean, when I cast resin, it takes like 20 minutes to, like, start to finish, and then you just set it aside and let it dry for 24 hours. I think this stuff takes between 24 and 48 hours to dry, so we won't see the finished product today, or possibly tomorrow, possibly not. So I got a couple of tools. I have a ton of sculpting tools, but I only picked out a couple that I think that I will need. I got a palette knife for, like, scraping the top off and smoothing out the top. I got gloves I use to wear when I make resin. This is non-toxic for your skin to come in contact with, but my hands are already pretty dry, and clay really sucks the moisture out of skin. So I am going to wear gloves to protect my skin from drying out too much. And then I have this big box. It can't even fit all the way on camera. Full of silicone molds. So I'm going to try to open it up without hitting the camera. Can I do it? She can do it. Good. And let's just pick out a couple of molds to play with today. I really hope this works, because I feel like it would be so much fun and so much safer and technically a little bit easier than resin casting is. So I love these clocks. I've used them a lot. So I might try doing a clock. But let's see what else we got. I've also used this frame a ton. It is so gorgeous. Keys. Of course, the obligatory wings. Those are really pretty. And I love these. I got these. They are for hinges. So those are two different types of like hinges for something. These are leather buckles and straps. And these is a key and old-fashioned locks. These have looked so neat on journals that I've made, and the ones that I've made with them are kind of like an old-fashioned tome or like spell book, and I think they look super cool. I accidentally got a duplicate. That's okay. I also have this other one that's like a heart and a key and a lock. Some of these will not work. I know that. Well, I mean, this would work. It just takes a lot of clay. It would take a lot of time to dry, but I think it would work. This is a baby dragon, I think. I don't remember where and when I got it. I also have this pretty floral, not floral, like intricate patterning design that lays perfectly across the top and the bottom of a journal cover. So it might be not very, I might have to let it dry a little in the mold too, like this one, because it is very shallow. So I might try that. I got chains. Oh, I got butterflies. I'm gonna definitely just have to try the butterflies for this potentially. And this one's really cool. It's two swans and really pretty flowers, and I loved it. This one's a pretty border. They're border molds. And this one's a rose. It's a three-dimensional rose. We got seashells, and here's another little like butterfly one. That's a corner piece. That one's for Halloween. I've made something from that too. This one's so cute. It's little foxes. I think I'll just try that one too. I mean, I got all sorts of stuff. I did make a journal with this one. It's just a really cool piece. It's got lots of little bits of cured resin on it, however, because this was a messy mold to pour. So maybe not that one today, right? Okay, that one's a dragon's egg. I think that one's like a sea dragon. When did I get the dragons? I really don't remember when I got dragons. And that one's for like jewelry. It's flowers. I mean, you get the point. I'm just looking for things to play with. Let's do some. Okay, so I pulled a couple of things out. I don't think I'm gonna play with that one today. I might try the clock. I'm just gonna pull that aside. I wanted to do that. Don't need to do the wings. I'm debating about. I know these two are the same. I don't don't know. I feel like I need one more. I guess we'll try. I'm looking. I got so many silicone molds, it's so hard to choose from. I don't really want to do that though. Oh goodness. I guess we'll try the wings. Okay. Let me put this aside. Oh, it's a big one. All right. All right. So we got those. Oh, I did pull that out. That's right. Cute little foxes. Is so adorable. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and get my gloves on. So how is everybody doing today? I hope good. I'm filming this on a Monday, so I just got off of my weekend. My weekend was pretty good. Nice and relaxing. All right. I have really no idea how this is going to turn out. I hope for the best, but I am expecting the worst because that's just kind of how I am. I also have another bag to help seal up my extra clay when I'm done. Air is this clay's enemy. So, whew, they said it's got a pretty strong scent to it, and they were not wrong, so. Just getting a chunk out. Okay. I have no idea how much I'm gonna need. Probably more than that. Just getting some more out. This is already feels very different than like potter's clay. I don't really know how to explain it. It's got a nice consistency to it. Okay. We'll start with that. There's a little sticker that comes with it to help close it up. Don't want to take many chances of it drying out prematurely. It's already like drying on my gloves, so let's start with something small and just see how it goes. I mean, it already made like a little imprint. Not we want it to be. Very much want to make sure that it's in. And I might need a metal scraper. Okay. I'm just going to clean up around the edges and really smooth the little fox out. Alright, so he's in there. I'm going to let it just dry up a little bit. This stuff in thin sheets is making a mess because it dries like immediately. I don't have a baby wipe with me. I am gonna have to get some baby wipes if I want to keep working with this, or a wet paper towel or something, but let's just keep going. I think I want to try this one here. We do want to try to keep it, you know, I do want to try to keep it as level as possible. So let's just really get that in there. I really do hope this works. I love crafting. I love playing with different materials and using different materials and all of that stuff. Yeah, see, that is working really well. I do feel like I'm going to have to invest in a very thin something in the future if this works. Okay, let's... I really want to make sure there's no air bubbles, and I want to make sure that it gets into all of the little details the best it can. Okay, so let's smooth. Smooth it out. Oop. I thought this would be slightly less messy than resin, but so far it's proving to be slightly more messy than resin. Let's see where it pulls out. I mean, it doesn't gotta look pretty on the back, but it does need to lie flat. And I really don't want to have to Dremel the sides or to make them smooth. Okay. So messy. Oh my goodness. that aside to dry a little bit. Let's go ahead and do this biggin. I love all the clocks, but I love this big one right there. So let's start with really get that in there. All right, let's just start. I don't have a little rolling pin. They sell, what is that called? Acrylic rolling pins. Yeah, they sell acrylic rolling pins for model making. That help with, obviously, you know, making things flat, but I think that would really help this as well. Down, get it in those crevices, clean it up. Scrape, smooth out. Same process over and over. Okay. Really want to make sure I get the impression. All right. Move that aside. I have just made a mess all over here and on myself, and I am wearing black clothes again today, and that might have been a mistake. Do this little feather. That one's just pulling that up, so we'll have to do the spread and pinch method here, I think. There really is a part of me that wants to cast that big dragon. and paint him up. I am not the best at miniature painting. I try. I own a lot of miniature paints. Because I enjoy doing it so much, and there was one point where I really kind of dived into that hobby pretty hard. Again, I collect hobbies. This is my junk journal channel, but I mean, what can I say? This is for my junk journals, but while I have my materials out, I might want to try. Alright, I'm gonna set this one aside. Alright, let's do these two big wings. My biggest concern right now, apart from the fact that they won't be strong enough to withstand a little bit of force of it dropping and not shattering into a million pieces, is bubbles, is air pockets, and not getting a perfect definition. Having gapping. Sorry, I'm not talking too much. I'm concentrating. Like I said, this is my first time doing it like this, so I'm just really trying to make sure I do okay. That silicone, not silicone, acrylic rolling pin sure would be handy. A lot of clay left over, and since it's already out, I don't really want to waste it. Like, I don't want to put it back in with the fresh stuff because it's already had a little bit of time to dry and firm up. Like, on these, I already see, I don't know if you can see, there's kind of like a white outer line. That's it already drying. So I was thinking of trying to do this with epoxy clay, but that stuff is hard to work with and it is toxic. And I just don't know. Alright, let's get this back. Let's do this little clock. I really like clocks. Now I'm debating on taking them out to let them dry, or let them dry a little and then taking them out. I got no clue. All I know is I got this big lump left. I'm gonna look off camera real quick. I think I'm just gonna try putting it in that. I don't care if it goes all the way up to the top. I just want to see what I can do with a bigger chunk. This bigger chunk will take longer to dry than everything else. So this one's more for my personal use and experimentation. Press, 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 press. Okay. All right, I'm going to demold this one. Just see. Oh, it's so cute. Can you see it? I am worried about it drying with all of the little extras that are attached to it. So I'm probably gonna have to Dremel some of these because of the flashing. I don't know if you can see the flashing. I don't want to touch it, but I will do it for the sake of the video. Okay, so hard to see. Right, adjust right here and like along the top and these sides there. It's really hard to see, but that's flashing. But it does seem to work pretty good. At least so far. So I'm going to set this aside. I need to get something else, don't I, to put these on so I can clean my workspace off and keep going. I'm thinking real quick. Sorry again. Okay. Never mind it very much. the little guy up. Alright, so I feel like I should then demold if I can. The rest of these as carefully as I can. There we go. So yeah, that's working pretty well. Trying not to pull it out. I'm trying to let it fall out. So I got a little crack in this one. Hopefully that'll pretty good, pretty good. I think it needed just a little bit more clay in the middle. I see some problems, but nothing more than I would have gotten when I was doing it with resin. There we go. And the little clock looked like it turned out pretty much perfectly. Alright, let's get these wings out. Sorry if I'm doing it off camera. Oh, and those just demolded like a champ. Look at how pretty. Can you see that? Yeah. I mean, those came out like perfectly. This is also the stage that if you were going to put these on something, like say this was like a cup or something, this is where you'd want to mold it around the cup. And even dropping it a little bit did not hurt it. Got a little piece of gunk in it though. And then I'll just take out this big beastie. There we go. Very gently, I'm just gonna press it down. I'm not there. Okay, so carefully lift that up. Those are the pieces that we are testing with the air dry clay. I'm gonna go ahead and move these so I can clean off my workspace. So I'm gonna pause and I'll be back real quick. Okay, and just like that, we're back, and it's gonna look a little jarring. I apologize, but I'm not very good at editing, so I just kind of do it live because it's easier. And So those are drying, and I'll see how they probably will only need 24 hours to dry because they're drying fast. And we'll check again on them tomorrow and see how they came out. And then I want to do a couple of durability tests and make sure that they can withstand a little something. I really don't have high hopes at this point, honestly. The clay wasn't very expensive. I already own the molds. I already own the gloves and the tools. So I really spent about $7 on the clay. So really not that bad. My puppy hears something, even though I hear nothing and there is nobody outside. So I might have to pause it again if he keeps going at it. So, yep, okay, hold on one moment. Okay, sorry about that. Now what are we going to wrap today up with? I hate pulling it out, and I'm always pulling it out, but it's my go-to right now. I'm not gonna collage, don't worry. I want to see if I can make something for this darn journal. I just don't have the paper right now, like color scheme for my journal. I mean, this one a little bit. But I don't love it. It doesn't 100% fit what's happening in my journal. I did get this. I absolutely love Stamperia. I use their products like this in pretty much every journal. I make the outer page of each signature a pocketed page, because this is really nice, thick, durable paper, and it just kind of helps like keep it like a shell. And these fit perfectly. I've used this on one other journal, I believe. I don't remember which one. It was one of them. I don't remember. But I love this particular pattern, the Shabby Rose pattern. You know, it comes with all that, and it fits this journal perfectly. It's got, come on, focus. It's got butterflies and pink and roses, and it's perfect. So, I don't want to do like a cutout video because I need to cut some of these out. That maybe we'll just make a couple tags. Maybe not for this journal then, huh? Let's kind of use the crap that I got up front. And it's not crap. They're just not as... I don't like them as much as my newer pages that I've done. That's all. That one's pretty interesting. Okay. Rip it out. Excuse me. Okay, let me see. I kind of like this part here, like a big tag, and then I'll see what we can make out of that. That other part, not a tag, but a journaling card. This little guy. And I think that would be enough for a nice little I'm just gonna cut it out around it because it's small. Don't want to cut into the next section though. Got that. That looks pretty good. And we're just gonna trim this up. And now we have like a little something. Bookmark maybe. It's a very tiny bookmark, but eh. Okay. Get all of my ducks in a row again. A big journaling card. I have a large tag, little bug, and now we need to back them. I have some strip paper. Stupid needle. All right. Left. So the new House of the Dragon was really good. I liked that episode. I thought it was well done. I still think the show is moving at the speed of sound. It was another massive 6-year time jump. I mean, like, Jesus, they can't give you a freaking second to breathe in the darn show. Like, or to really come to grips with much. I mean, it's still masterfully done. It's a great show, but like, it is just moving too freaking fast. And then, of course, the new Ring of Power episode came out on Friday and watched that too, and it just, ugh. The liberties they take with that show are just heinous. I can't. I don't know why I keep watching. I'm so far in, that's why I keep watching it. I might as well just finish out the darn season, even though they've already greenlit and started filming season 2. I don't think that was very smart of them. No one really likes the darn show, because it's not good. However, there were parts of this episode that were very interesting, and I've come to find that the most interesting stuff that has happened with this show has been centered around the dwarves. The dwarves. They have been bang on. Like, darn, have they done... They have done good with the dwarves. They have been very fun to watch. They're both written relatively interestingly, and I think the actors they got to play them were just... Man, they are just giving it their all to those characters. So, I appreciate that. But they are really taking some liberties. I'm not super thrilled about the direction that they decided to take some of those liberties in. Well... Okay, since I got this and I'm currently obsessed with it, I'm gonna use it. I love it. I just love it so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one yet. I might put a little pull or something, and this is just a big journaling card that I'm gonna put something equally big on. Maybe I'll put some, just looking, put a little gotta find more stuff. Don't need to add more collage to it, but let's see what we got over here. I got 5 minutes, so I think we're gonna have just enough time, maybe, to finish this one. Excuse me. The property next door to mine just got sold. The one that shares my big wall. Oh, I know. I'm not really thrilled about it. I've not had good experiences with people living in that property. So we shall see how it turns out. It sold in 3 days of being on the market, so it went quick. It went very, very quick. We have enough time to just finish up this one. Okay. I think I'm gonna round the corners real quick. I think we'll do a big old 1/2 inch chomp. Okay, so there's that. I like it a lot. I think it's really pretty. It's cute. It's fun. It's quirky. These were like perfect for this background. I mean, like really like mwah, chef's kiss perfect. All right. So let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. We tried something new and different. It was pretty fun for me. I hope it was at least somewhat interesting to watch. We will check on those tomorrow and see how they're doing. Maybe do some durability tests on camera and then continue with probably finishing these off. And then doing a couple of other things. It's about time to start actually constructing Jessica's journal, aka the Butterfly Dreams journal. And then we'll go from there. So again, thank you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.